Hey everyone, I just wanted to jump on here and let you know that I have finished something that I've been working on for a couple of weeks, putting a lot of effort into it, and I hope that it will be helpful to people. It is my biblical critique of The Case for Christian Nationalism by Wolfe. This critique is about 25 pages long, full pages. So it's not a short critique, but I knew that there probably would be people that would be interested in reading a very detailed biblical critique of this work. And I know some people in the videos where I talked about this book before gave me feedback that they really were interested in hearing more of my thoughts. So I thought for me, it would be really helpful to write about it, really think through it, but also I thought maybe putting it out there to the public would be helpful to other people. And it would be just great to get feedback. If you would like to get a copy of this biblical critique, it is available on Patreon. So if you go to my Patreon page at patreon.com/timfrisch, you will see in the recent posts that I have posted the biblical critique of The Case for Christian Nationalism as a PDF file. And if you click on this and you're not already signed up for Patreon, you will have to sign up for Patreon. I believe that's free though. You just put in email, password, and then you will be able to download the PDF file of the book. So if you go to my Patreon page and you scroll down to the recent posts, that is public and available for free. So Patreon is one way that you can get a free copy of my biblical critique. The other way is to email me at afrischperspective@gmail.com. If Patreon isn't going to work well for you to get the PDF copy, you can email me. I just didn't want to have a ton of emails and be overwhelmed with people emailing me. But definitely, if that works better for you, feel free to email me and ask for the PDF copy of the biblical critique. And again, you can email me at afrischperspective@gmail.com. Also, you can email me if you do read the critique and you have feedback. I would love to hear your thoughts, things that you think were good about it, anything that needs to be corrected or you think needs to be improved. Feel free to let me know by email. You can also, of course, post comments on this video and let me know your thoughts on the critique as well. If I get enough good feedback from this, though, if it seems like it's really being helpful to people, I am considering creating maybe like a book on Amazon based on this biblical critique. It's just something I'm thinking about doing. So again, I'd love to hear your feedback. If you read this and you think, yeah, this is worth turning into something that would be available on Kindle, for example, something more easily accessible to people, I'd love to hear if you think that's a good idea. But if you do get the PDF copy of this critique, feel free to share it with other people. If people think it's helpful and worth sharing, I would love for them to share this with other people. Don't hesitate to share it as much as you can. And even if you have a social media page or a web page or something you want to share the PDF on, this is a free document. Like I said, it's an initial document, so it's something I may work on even more, possibly turn it into a small book. But I wanted to get it out there, again, because it just helped me to think through this a little bit more deeply and biblically, but also I thought maybe it would be helpful for other people to read. So far, Jason Whitaker from Dear Woke Christian is the only person who has read this as I'm recording it right now, and I think he's going to post about it on his channel as well in a community post. And I think we're going to have a discussion on his channel sometime about this topic. So I really look forward to that opportunity, talking with Jason Whitaker, but also any people in the audience who have input and questions about this. Anyway, it was a big endeavor. It took me a long time to do this, but I thought it was really important for me and probably, hopefully, maybe will be helpful to other people too. I do want to thank my audience, though, so much for their feedback, even on the initial videos that I did, and just with different topics that I cover. I really do appreciate my audience. And if there's anything I've said in this video that you want to comment on, I'd love to see that in the comment section. Any questions that you have, feel free to leave those down there as well. I will leave a link, by the way, to the Patreon page that I was talking about. And if you want to become a supporter of my work on Patreon, that is totally up to you. But again, the critique is available for free. You don't have to give any money in order to receive that critique. But thank you so much for taking some time to listen to this little announcement brought to you from A Frisch Perspective.